7 humid degrees, and we're just coming out of the campground. Going into town. Actually, we're going way past town. We're going to St. Joseph, Michigan, which is on the edge of Lake Michigan, and it has it's like a real touristy attraction. We're not going for the tourist stuff though. Pete has, see the blue and white? That's a luthier. That's a guitar shop, actually. He builds, and he also repairs stringed instruments. Good to know. Anyway, remember Pete bought that new radio for himself that, well, it's used, but it's newer than what he had. Well, it doesn't transmit, so it only receives. And they don't work on them anymore at the factory, which is in St. Joseph, the service center, actually, just 20 minutes from here or so. But one of the technicians is going to take a look at it for Pete, so we're driving it up there, and he's going to drop it off, and hoping to get some quality music time in today, so I don't know what else we'll be doing. All right, guys. What?
Banjolele time.
Banjolele time, Pete says. So we're gonna be working together and get Pete by tonight. He's gonna be playing some songs. He don't know it yet. So, all right. See you guys later. Bye. That tree's about half as far as it looks on there, half as close. But this is one big old grand tree. Look at all those limbs and branches. It's huge. It gives shade to the whole corner. Hi guys, well here we are at Lowry Meet, and I can see why it's such a big deal. I just took a picture of it. Probably forget to put it up before this video clip. Anyway, get my squawker and go in, and hopefully they have a ladies' room. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about coming here. I don't buy a ton of meat anymore, but I'm pretty excited about coming here. So, see you guys inside. Okay, guys, I didn't record in there because it was crowded. We got a ton of stuff, a ton, under 40 bucks. That is crazy. We got all kinds of meat and produce. That grocery for 35 cents was a huge bottle of Kraft Buttermilk Ranch, which I used to dip my vegetables. But wow, I got a big chunk of pork tenderloin. That was the $6.55 that I am going to cut into about 6 chunks or slices or whatever before I freeze it. So that'll be just over $1 a meal. $8.93 is 2 steaks that I splurged on. That were $4.19 a pound, so they're over a pound each. Let's see, what else other meat did I get? Oh, I got a couple $2.53. I think that was the boneless chicken thighs, and then the $2.02 was leg quarters. He said you could, for like $2.59, you could buy 10 pounds, and I'm like, well, maybe, but we don't have a freezer, so. And we got a bunch of mushrooms, some huge, massive onions, and zucchini, yellow squash for the produce. Let's see, something else I think. But anyway, I probably won't do a haul when we get home. But wow, two at $2.99. I'm not sure what that was. Produce. Well, those might have been those massive onions. I'll tell you, they were the size of a soccer ball. Not soccer. Softball or bigger. I don't know. That's the only thing we got 2 of, so that must be those. But well worth it. They're big sweet onions. So anyway, this was excellent. I was watching TV the other night after Pete was asleep, and somebody was talking about the 10 most beautiful waterfalls in the country. It was a documentary, of course, as I love. And she called Tequamanon Falls Tequamanon Falls. And so, don't want to look at the steering wheel. And so every town that we go through, we mispronounce now just to be, ridiculous. But this is in Buchanan. That's what town this is in, Buchanan, Michigan. Great store. There are signs like on the roadways for miles around it pointing you here like you would have for like a tourist place. Like like they have for golf courses or amusement parks, whatever. They have signs pointing you toward it. This store, just like, and it is. I really wanted to record in there, but it's very crowded and the aisles are very narrow. So, trying to maneuver my squawker and record and avoid people. Well, I couldn't have avoided people. Anyway, this was well worth the trip to Buchanan, but we're not that far from Berrien Springs. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go home and we're gonna grill some of these vegetables and some kind of hunk of meat. I don't know what kind. Here comes Pete. Went into his restaurant. There he is. So I'm driving because I want to drive around town. It's easier than saying turn here. Okay, let's see what's down there. So all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, guys, this is crazy, but it's the only way I could get my phone to set up. I beg your pardon over there. It's the only way I could get my phone set up so I could show you guys this. So I'm sorry you're crooked. Maybe I can sit. No. Anyway, it is what it is. So my new Dobro Uke, as you can see, ooh, shiny. Very smooth, shiny. Anyway, it's got a really bright sound to it. Now I can play down here over this resonator. Really bright, really louder. I can play over the sound holes and I get a different tone. I can play in the middle, and I don't know if it's coming across on here, but I'm definitely hearing it, here. So that's with both, and it's loud and it's bright, and it will sound excellent with my fast Southern gospel songs that I play. So this is bright. Now, just for comparison, I want to play my baritone, mellower for worship songs, which of course you've heard me play this before. It's tuned differently. It's tuned differently, but how mellow it is. Very mellow, so it's deeper and it is smoother. And while I can play it fast, I mean for fast songs, it doesn't have the bright quality, the brightness that the dobro has. I call it dobro. Technically it's resonance or resonance. You want me to show that one? Pete's let me play his. And this is going to be for the Southern gospel music. This is Pete's. I won't use a pick. But his is much, much brighter. In fact, even though it's a ukulele, it's out of tune, but needs to be tuned again. New strings need to be tuned fairly often. Very banjo-like, and it will be great in the fast Southern gospel stuff and the foot stomping kind. This is going to be great. Anyway, that's really bright. The dobro is bright, but of course not banjo bright. So, yep, 3 ukuleles, 3 totally different sounds, 2 keyboards, hundreds, if not thousands of different sounds between the two. Man, we're going to be making some music, ain't we, dear?
Got a kazoo.
That's right, Pete has his kazoo. All right, guys, I'm just going to go now. We had a fun day. We went to the to that Lowry's grocery store. It would be nice if I could go when you know, there wasn't a bunch of other people there. The inside really isn't. You know, the outside it looks like it's almost got a not fairground, but you know, happy atmosphere. And the inside it's just a plain store. But when you get back to the meat counter, that's where it's real special. They have freezers with frozen stuff back there, but they also have they have like a half a dozen butchers working back there. And it's pretty amazing. There's tons of good meat. So also what I said before, I forgot to say, we got 5 great big tomatoes. Pete got some bananas. I mean, for $39 for all that food is pretty incredible. So, oh, grapes. Yeah, Pete got some black grapes or red grapes. Cancer hates those things. So, yeah, it was a great store, and we'll definitely be back. So, I'm just going to go for now. It's 6:45. Pete will be throwing our veggies, and he got some salmon, and I got one of my steaks, throwing them out on the grill shortly. I'll slice up we'll throw some mushrooms and slice up some yellow squash and green squash. Probably slice up an onion, throw it out there. Be a good dinner. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. Take care, God bless, and good night.